If you look in my D-loop, look right in here. Look at that wear that those AAP IP Nocks, look what they're doing to my string. So now I'm at the point where I need to replace the center serving. I'm going to replace it with some 18 thou. I've been asked to make a video by some people that wanted to know how I'm dealing with this. This is a brand new Mathew's Arc 34. It comes with match bowstrings. The issue is these arrows that I build, these Victory 25s, AAE IP Nocks. I want you to watch something here. When I put that Nock in there, a Nock should fit on there and be able to turn it without, be able to flip it back and forth without that D-loop moving. And as you can see, my D-loop's rotating and it will not slide up and down the string. I went on Lancaster, I bought every kind of Nock that should fit this string. And here's the issue. The center serving is too thick on these match strings that come with the Mathew's Arc. When I take calipers and measure my center serving, it measures 115 thou. My V3X, which has thread strings on it, measures 112 thou. The AEP Nocks, their tolerance is 108 to 112 thou. So we're 3 thousandths over. Here's the AEP Nock right here. And you can see as I turn this how my D-loop moves. The other thing is there's a ton of play up and down on the AEP Nock. There should not and will not move up and down the string. There will not move. We're out of the tolerance for that. So then I got some Ultra Nocks, which are these right here, and these are even worse. Look at that. There's no spinning it. You can't slide it. It's terrible. So this is the Ultra. This is the AEP. And these are beaters, B-E-I-T-E-R. That's the way a Nock should go on a string. These are number 2 better Nocks. They have a tolerance up to 118 thou. I can move it up and down the string. See, look, when it snaps on, it goes up and slides up and down, no problem. And there's no play, okay? The other Nock I bought, which works just fine, Carbon Express launch pads, when I put it in my, and once that works, that's fine, that's plenty of play. I'll have to retie my soft knots because there's too much. In the middle of ASA season, I really don't want to change anything. So these are the Nocks we're going to be going with. There's no play in that Nock. There's absolutely no play. Fits my knocking points. That's the other thing I didn't like about the AEPs. Is that kind of play. And when you pull the Nock, it's rounded in there. Where these beater Nocks, better, however you say it, they're flat. They have a hole big. In order to get these to fit, I had to take a razor blade and shave this a little bit to be able to fit in the bushing. Because there's grooves. You can feel them with your fingernail. These, there is no grooves. It's completely round, so we're going to have to use sandpaper to whittle it down a little bit. I do recommend if you're going to try these Nocks, you get this tool. See, that's number 2, number 1. And it fits in there perfect to install, or if you need to turn the Nock at all. And it also works great to pull the Nock out of the... So here's the bushing, and we're going to have to... These 25s, this bushing is too tight. So those will work. These Nocks come in 100, but when you buy them from Lancaster, they will sell you a dozen. But I don't know if it'll show up or not, but see there's a little ramp in there. It's made for hooking, or what? It's made for hooking a release here without a D-loop. But our problem will be solved when we go to 18 thou BCY 62XS. And that comes in 4 different sizes. Big fan of OMP, and that's the jig I'm going to use. We'll make a video of that. I started using these AAE hybrids, 26s. Really like them. I do mark my wing. This is a left helical. And if I can give you some advice, do not push them up flush. You want like a 32nd inch gap here. And when you made it up with the arrow, it'll actually slide, but it's going to flatten. It's going to push this part here against the arrow. If you put this all the way against the wing, it could have a tendency to not totally put it flush. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I like to give, that's what I want. I don't know if that's going to show up on camera. Fletching itself is going to push, and those are going to spread out. I'm using Loctite super glue that's rubberized from Walmart. It's dirt cheap, and I typically put 4 drops and you want to come down with the bottom. I have my spine lined up right there, and you're going to come down and you're going to push just like that, and you're going to hold for 30 seconds. With this OMP, I like to run a thumb right here as you're rotating it here, and these hybrid vanes have a tendency to want to send the glue out either end. It usually doesn't come out the sides. You usually don't have to take a Q-tip like this. Four drops. Hold it there. Put it down. Hold it 30 seconds. When you heel in and then apply your pressure, I usually put those 4 drops, and then I smear it, and a lot of times I come back and put another drop in the center, and it seems like the glue runs up that tunnel. Always gets on the wings right there. It's like the glue runs up that tunnel and comes out right there. And gives me a nice glob of glue right on the end. And if you look, I have not had to run a Q-tip one time. I use the same glue, same super glue for the tips. If I want to add some weight, I'll put weight in there. I'll wipe that off, and then I lay them up against the wall like that. And I usually squirt a bunch of glue on the inside too as I put it on there and let it dry for 24 hours. Victory V-tac 25 300 spine. It's the Gamers. Next step, we are going to sand both ends, not just the ends we cut. You would not believe the factory end. This is why I bought this saw. because the bow shops never do this. I am going to sand both ends. And I'm going to sand till the silver Sharpie is gone. But it really doesn't take much. Look, it's completely trued. Now the other end. See that silver Sharpie? I don't know if this is going to show up or not, but that was from the factory. It's not straight, and that's where your Nock's going to go. Your bushing and your Nock, and it's not true. I didn't cut that, the factory did. Just about. See both ends. You want to wipe it down after you just sawed it. We are going to wipe these down with alcohol before we take them inside. Once you get the hang of it, you probably don't even need a silver sharpening anymore. But if you watch my knife sharpening videos, you will know that that's how I sharpen my broadheads and my knives. I sharpen them till the Sharpie's gone. The bow shops never do this. Acetone from Real King, you can probably get at Lowe's, Walmart. I just use some clamps, little hand spring clamps, to mount it to the table. I just mount this one here because when you push, it wants to go out again. I want to do this outside. I want that carbon dust in my house. One thing, guys, my arrows need to be 29.5. This scale goes to the blade. In order to be exactly 29.5, that's where I have to put the indicator because of the... So don't just say you need 29.5 and put it there. You will be a little short. Okay, it started raining, so I had to go inside. So I take some acetone. Basically just pour it on a blue paper towel. Then I put two of them together. They go in and take up that space, and we're going to clean the whole inside. And that was the factory side. Look how dirty that was. Now the side we just cut. Just give a little bit of offset and it helps with entering. Okay, this is the most important part, and this is why I'm wearing a nitrile glove. I want where I'm fixing to attach those fletchings to be absolutely squeaky clean. Once I do this, I will not touch it with my hand. Look at that. I'll even watch how I set it down. I've never had a fletching come off any arrow I ever fletched. These new Nocks will not fit in the bushing without jamming in there. I'm going to show you how to fix that. Now what comes with Victory arrows is these AAP number 4 IP Nocks. They wouldn't fit in there either. I believe I've got a batch of undersized bushings. I think's the problem. The way I dealt with the AAP IP Nocks is there's little ridges that come up the side, and I just took a razor blade and I shaved those ridges down a little bit, and that would allow I could get it in there. See, it's still a tight fit. But since I'm going to switch Nocks, because these Nocks, they're destroying the center serving on my new Mathew Match with match strings. So they fit the center serving perfectly, but they will not go in there at all. This is the way you fix that. You get your drill, and you got to be very careful here that you don't mess your Nock up. And the other important thing is you got to get it centered. Do whatever you got to do to get it in there in the center so you don't get a whole bunch of wobble. Then I go get some of my 400 grit wet dry sandpaper, loop it around the Nock. And you got to do several tries, because remember, once you take it away, you can't add it back. Now the bushings for my 23s or my 27s, I don't have this problem. I don't have to do anything to them. They're perfect, but that's how much I've removed. No, I think that's going to be perfect, guys. There you go. That's how you get a Nock to fit an undersized bushing. I just got a dozen more to do.